Right, welcome to the second video. Now, what I've got here is a big board, and again, I want to give you some price points. So, let's say 100 watt driver. Now, one, again, I said the casting. Two, I said the driver. Three, PCB diodes. Now, there are a few ways to make this cheaper. If I set a casting for 100 watt Highbay, a decent casting, painted, let's say it comes in to a factory for a decent one at $18. That's a decent casting, nice heavy weight. You've got the glass and everything to figure onto the front of that, so or lenses, so you might be adding $2 to that. Now these are rough, I know they're rough, but you'll understand it. Driver. Now if I use a 100 watt Meanwell driver, I'm going to be talking $22. Now I know that I can buy a cheaper one on the market. PCB diodes, I'm going to use the 3030 diode format, I'm going to use a decent aluminium PCB, well assembled. I'm going to be just over $10. Now I know from that 10, 20, 30, 40, I've got a $50 product before I start. Now I've got an assembly cost and putting together age testing. So for any decent Highbay from China, for 100 watt Highbay, my sellout with a Meanwell driver, all singing, all dancing, should be $54. I've got $4 profit for the factory for running. Now, how do I make that cheaper? That's the critical thing. The only way to do it, casting. Well, I don't want to spend so much money on the casting. I can make a much thinner, poor quality casting, and I can get that from $8 in Dongshan. Driver, I can use a Chinese brand driver that looks the same as Meanwell if I want, and I can pay a lot less than the $22. So then, again, I could get it down to $8. Guarantees wise, not sure. PCB diodes, now it's critical again. I don't have to use an LM80 approved diode. I can use a much cheaper lower mill format. I can use an FR4 PCB, which is cheaper than the aluminium. And I can get that PCB down to $4 to $5. Put it together, 18, 8, 26, 8, 16, 20 to $21. Now, obviously a factory's got profit, so let's say somebody goes in tight and puts it at $23. Right, there's a big difference between this $23 product and the $54 product, because the $54 product is going to last. This $23 product, someone will put 5-year guarantee on it, and it won't last. The whole point of me making videos, and people might think that I speak too much and I say too much and I'm too vocal. I have clients that do nice projects. They do nice work, nice projects that we build for them. We test. So we are really super vigorous, and we will not go down this route. And there's a way to make it cheaper, because what you can do is I'll skip the $8 driver and I'll use DOB. And I could make that for about $10 with the DOB on that. So 10 plus 18, now I've got an $18 product. Actually make it a little bit less, actually. There are ways just by thinning things. What a lot of people do is show you a picture of a nice casting, but actually sell you the cheaper one. Or show you a picture with a driver on it, but actually it's not got a driver, it's the DOB version. Now the DOB version will have flicker, you can't see it. Anything over 18 watt will have flicker pulsing, so HR will be coming back and saying there's headaches, and any surge down that circuit, and that DOB circuit is toast. With drivers that are like this format, they are replaceable. So if the driver fails, you can take the driver off, put another driver on. If the PCB fails, you can take the lens off, you can take the PCB off, another PCB can supply it. So I'm telling people to be very careful what you're paying in the market for products. If you're an end user, £1 a watt. 8.8 euros a watt is about the mark you should be looking for when you're buying product, especially Highbays, because they're going in high ceilings. And it's the same when it comes to street lights. Street lights, we'll move on to another video. Thank you. Cheers.